Take 12. So for my presentation, I decided to compare Chinese music and Mexican music. To start off with, we are going to be looking at the background of Mexican music. So what I got and what I've understood is Mexican music has a lush and vibrant background with influences coming from few different cultures. Much of the inspiration comes from European culture, especially Spain. The same European culture that inspired much of the style of the music also rubbed off on the instruments that are used as well. In traditional Mexican music of sorry, in the traditional Mexican music, many of the instruments are similar, if not the same as instruments from Europe. Mexican music also has many different forms, but the mariachi is one of the most well-known of them all, like seen in the picture below. Next, I'll be comparing the Chinese music background. So for the Chinese music background, Chinese music has many different types of genres, types and or genres. Some of the styles are specific to the region that they come from. Chinese music throughout history has had only slight influences from other cultures. Like I said before, much of the music is from China itself. Like all the other music, China's music has changed over time. China's music is a huge part of the culture and formed by different performance styles as well as local styles. Next, I'll be comparing the two backgrounds. So both cultures share a great love for the music but have very different musical histories. Another thing is that they have very different performance styles, as you'll see in the videos coming up. Both cultures have many different genres that make up all the music there. Along with this, both cultures have evolved over time but in very different ways. So next, here I have a video of a mariachi. And when you're listening to this, you'll notice how the tempo is very upbeat and fast, which is traditional.
Y hasta parece que ando en Tecalitlán, sí señor. Ay, qué hermosura de mujer he conocido. Nunca en la vida había mirado a alguien igual. Voy a cantarle una canción en el oído para que sepa que no la puedo olvidar. Que no la puedo olvidar. Le llevaré una serenata con el Vargas, porque yo quiero que ella sepa de mi amor. Voy a cantarle otra canción en su ventana y cuando salga le daré mi corazón. Le daré mi corazón. Ahora lo sé, que de verdad la quiero tanto, que lucharé por conquistar su corazón. Voy a decirle que es mi reina y mi tesoro y que la quiero con todo mi corazón.
Alright, so that's enough of that one. Next up, we have the Chinese music. If I can get to it. We have the Chinese music. So the Chinese music you see here is a guzheng, which is played on a string instrument. And also, when watching this, notice how the music is much slower and melodic. As well with this music has no words or lyrics that go with the melody. So there was that. Now lastly, Now lastly, it's comparing the musical elements between these two styles. So from what we can see, both styles of music have somewhat similar similar elements, but are very different, as we can tell. The Mexican music is very upbeat and is paired with lyrics, while the Chinese music is slower and more melodic and has no lyrics. A lot of the Chinese music that I saw while I was looking into this had a little to no words to it, but the Mexican music, from what I've gathered and listened to in the past, always have singing parts, if not entirely singing. And lastly, both styles have a clear melody that stays for much of the both styles have a clear melody that stays for much of the songs. And that's pretty much it. Thank you.